Hey guys, Matt Sias here, and today we're back for another episode of Anime vs. Reality. We're finally starting season 3 of Fruits Basket, and I'm joined by Bailey. He's not here though.
Yeah, because of this weather, it's raining so much. No one
Not
can
only
get
that,
through
because I've also got the ear cough. Can't say the
Yeah.
actual word.
the CC, the C word cough, CC.
Yeah, the CV.
Yeah. Now it's funny. You can't say the virus, but you can say the name of the beer.
No, people still get flagged for saying the name of the beer.
Yeah, I know. I was just trying to slip you up. You also get flagged for saying the last part of Arnold Schwarzenegger's name, because YouTube registers that as the N word. But not good. So we haven't been on a while because I went on vacation to see family in Sydney.
Can I just quickly say something? I recorded, Ava's recorded a subreddit video, and it was horrible. I had to censor some words. That's how bad it was.
Who's Ava?
Ava's the one of the characters. Remember?
Oh yeah. Sorry. I was like, are you doing videos without me? With another person who is. I'm about to slap a bitch.
I was trying to figure out how to word it so that it's not giving away what it is.
Yeah, I get you now. Alright, so when we last left off, we finished season 2.
I'll probably end up having to cut some stuff out. First editing on a podcast.
Let me just get up my...
So yeah, we start off basically at the ending of season 2.
Yeah, and the ending we discover a shocking truth. Well, it's
we mentioned it in the last episode that Akito is a girl.
Yeah, and I was like, I was honestly so confused.
Yeah.
I did not know, I was like, because in the manga she's a he, and I was like, what the hell is going on?
That's why, throughout the other episodes, I was just saying he, because I didn't want to spoil the reveal until this point.
Yeah.
You always spoiled it a few times.
Because I was so confused. I had no idea, and that should not count as a spoiler. I was just confused. I didn't know what was happening because traps these days, man, they're pretty. they're pretty high class. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
All right, so the anime opens By the way, I've done my best to shorten these notes.
Yeah. So we do get a small bit of a flashback just to remind us of who nearly caught Toru in season 2, and that was
who was solid snaking her way in the Soma state. Dun, 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 dun. With that crouch alone, man, she's got some serious muscle.
Yeah. But yeah, we find out that's actually Ren Soma, who was actually named in season 2.
Yeah. And she is Akito's mother, and boy, is she one hot milk. I mean, cannons, people. And so later in the episode, in the beginning, after the flashback, her and Akito get into a fight.
Yeah.
And Ren tells Akito in a rage, she's like, no one will...
About Akira-san. And Akira-san is Akito's dad.
Yeah. It's like they have a real connection, and it's a bit confusing as what you mean by that, but once we delve down this rabbit hole, it's like, okay, this is one messed up there.
So, it's comparing love to physical bonds. That's what this show is doing in this third season.
Yeah.
And it's like, it's showing love is stronger than the physical bonds that connect us.
Yeah, like the zodiac bonds, to be exact.
Yeah, but it's a good analogy for basically any person that's like stuck in a bad relationship or bad family. And it's like when you find that one person and they actually help you out of the situation.
Yeah, like Toy Story, like Toy Story. You got a friend in me. I did not mean it that way.
I know you did.
Okay, so, Kurano explains to Toru that the day Ren became pregnant, he, Shigure, Hattori, and AME could sense her. And knew AMA, not anime. AMA could sense her and knew she would be a girl. Ritu was too young to sense it though.
Yeah, so
it's like their zodiac sense tingled at once.
It's a zodiac tingle for babies.
Yeah.
It's just like the moment like someone becomes pregnant, they're just like it's like the dogs. No, it's like the dogs.
Oh yeah, it could be like a ding, a ding, a ding, a ding, dong. That's what they're hearing.
No, but it's like the dogs from Up. It's just like squirrel.
Yeah, Karina tells
instead
Toru
it's just like
that,
baby.
Karina tells Toru that now that his curse is gone, he can see how unnatural it was, but he can't leave a crying Akito to be with Yuo, and hands Toru back the CD,
which is sad. It's like again, it's again love versus physical bond. Like, he doesn't love Akito, but he's staying with her to protect her.
Yeah. Remember there was a horror movie like that? And there was the serial killer, and the sister was taking care of the brother. Some kind of weird horror movie. I don't know. I don't know why. It just reminds me of that. Okay, so Toru can't say anything, so she cries. Kurano apologizes and leaves. Then Toru collapses to the ground and cries some more.
Meanwhile, Isuzu is just watching the whole thing.
Yeah, horse girl sees all.
Yeah,
and it's like at this point you think Toru, because it's mentioned in the previous. I forget who said it in the previous season, but it's like don't let. Oh wait, oh no, was it? No, it was later in this one. Sorry.
It was no. They recap. I think they recap it at some point, like later on in this season. But it was Rin or Zuzu that said, "Who do you want to help more?" or stuff like that. Right? That's the question you're thinking of.
I'm just holding. No. It was in this episode. What Saki says, and because Saki makes a point later on. We'll get to that in a bit. Yeah. But that's what I was thinking of.
But yeah, speaking of Kurano, he's gone back to Akito's room, and he gets slapped by Akito, and then hugged because he left the room without notification of where he was going at all.
God, it's like this is like this bad bondage play right here.
What?
Well, some people, they're into the BDSM, and if you disobey the dummy, you get punished. And it's like, no, this is just terrible. She gives dummies a bad name.
Do you mean dominate?
Bad Akito. Okay, so episode then. Outside Toru's waves, sensing friend Saki shows up to save the day. Ta-da! She says.
I love how she's just like, she's just holding an umbrella, just like, ta-da!
Here I am.
So yeah.
Now for my next trick, we'll disappear from my house.
They end up going to the Soma house, not the main estate, like Shigeru's house.
Yeah.
And
so at the Soma house, Saki tells Yun, I know how much you love that, over the phone that Tora is now in her custody.
Oh yeah, she is at Saki's house.
Confusing poor Yun. At Saki's house, Saki and Tora begin talking about the Zodiac curse and Kurino and how he doesn't want to be with Yuo because he has to take care of Akito.
This
is the line here. So what?
Saki doesn't know about the curse. Tora's wording it in such a way that she doesn't learn about the curse.
Yeah, because she hasn't really told anyone. I don't think.
No, she doesn't tell anyone.
Yeah.
She is true to keeping it a secret.
Yeah. Saki is worried about Tora and says that by carrying other people's feelings on her shoulder, she's going to break under the pressure.
Yeah.
And be reborn as the Crimson Caterpillar.
No, but we have seen that happen a few times in mostly season 2, where she...
But she doesn't really snap, you know.
She doesn't snap, but you see the cracks starting to form.
Yeah.
Like, by the end of this, we're going to be through her shell of protection.
Yeah. We're going to bust open that crimson cocoon.
Yeah.
So a crimson butterfly can emerge.
We're going to be getting through it quicker than we think, though, because this last season is half the episode, so it's like they crammed what felt like 25 episodes worth into 13.
Yeah. Okay. We then cut to Kyo walking through the streets, and he sees Tora's scarf and chases after it.
Well, no, he doesn't chase after it. He just stares at it for like a full minute. And then he just goes and picks it up. It doesn't blow away afterwards. It's just there on the road.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then,
So yeah, Yuo Yuo goes to Saki's house and hugs Toru. It's like... And because I think Saki called Yuo about what happened with Kurino. If that makes sense.
Yeah, Saki told her about what happened to her. She tells her to stop worrying about her and mentions how her and Kurino are the same kind of dumb and she loves dummies. And it just makes you think, you know. It makes you think if, what would have happened if Tora was a boy? You know, what if Yuo falls in love with Tora there, or if Yuo
we have
was a
had
guy.
hints of I think at least Saki being lesbian, right?
Not lesbian, no.
Or like we've had lesbian jokes from Hana. And Yuo. We've had those type of jokes from them.
But she's not lesbian. No.
Yeah, she's not. She might be bi though.
I'd say she's bi-curious about Tora.
Yeah.
Okay, so at the Soma estate, Izuzu is sneaking around looking for something.
Yeah, and Ren catches her.
And the milfy Ren catches her and offers her help.
I love how you... I mean, she does look like a MILF. Yeah. I don't even know what MILF means, really.
You know. You don't know what it means?
No, I don't know what the abbreviation means.
Mothers I'd like to fondle. I'm being polite there because it's not fundle. .
Oh.
God, man, it's 2022. Get with the times. Back at Saki's, Toru and Yua have fallen asleep, like, and they're in the same bed.
Yeah, so
While Saki and her brother are still up, and they're just like talking around them. And those two just doze off. They've hit the hay. Sorry, what were you saying?
And Saki, we do a lot of jumping back and forth when we cut a lot of stuff out, don't we?
Yeah.
Although animes do so much cutting back and forth and like stick on one scene for a while.
Yeah.
It's silly, isn't it?
Yeah.
Or at least have like some sort of transition that works with the episodes. So like how Nichijou has their the things to transition, like the screens.
I've noticed this season does that a lot.
Hmm?
With the transitions. I've noticed, like, I don't know, but to me it seems like they do that a lot more in this season.
Really?
I don't know, maybe it's just me.
But yeah, so yeah, Saki's brother asks if Toru and Yua have a chance at romance. And Saki says romance is tough. Which
Yes, but not if
it
you
is.
can
It
understand
is actually a really hard thing sometimes.
Yes. And it's also a chemical reaction in the brain. Once you understand that, it's like, oh, it's not so bad. I can use science to figure this out.
I can use science to make any girl fall in love with me. No, don't do that.
I wouldn't be surprised if there's like an anime about that. Okay, so the episode... Sorry, what?
I wouldn't be surprised either. Actually,
Or
I think
hentai
there
too.
is. I think there actually is an anime.
Show it
it's like-
to me.
Hmm?
Show it to me.
I don't remember the name of it.
Okay, so the episode ends with Toru showing up at the Soma house and sees that her scarf has been cleaned. Kyo explains that he thought it was hers when he saw it and decided to catch it,
Yeah,
then clean it for her, which she then wears despite it still being wet.
and she does what she did last time she wore it. Like, hitting him in the face with one of the pom-poms.
Oh yeah.
Like,
So that's the end of episode 1, and we are on episode 2 now.
like she does that as like a teasing thing.
Oh yeah, like, thank you. You didn't need to clean my scarf, Baka.
Yeah. Sorry, being a little bit of a cinder there, are we?
Yeah. Alright, so
Okay, yeah, we're on to episode 2.
episode 2 opens with a flashback of a young Akito asking Shigure if he loves her, to which he replies, I care about you more than anyone, while holding out a red rose. And I thought that was a bit weird for when I first saw it. For Shigure, I thought it would
Yeah,
be like
because Shigure's
Karino.
like Shigure's at least like 5 years older.
Yeah, because she was like 12 or something, right? When that scene happened, because she was a little girl, and I'm pretty sure
I
Shigure...
don't know exactly. I don't know exactly how old the characters were in the scene.
Yeah. So at the Soma house, Toru is making paper flowers for the school's graduation ceremony, and Shigure comments on how it's a blast from the past. Toru tries to ask Shigure if Akito really is a girl, but chickens out after the letter A.
Yeah, and Shigure's like, it's a tough question to ask, isn't it? After, like, Toru ducks out.
Yeah. At school, Machi sees Yuki through a class window. Then the next scene quickly cuts to show Toru walking with Momoji through the corridors.
And
They see us.
in the background, like, Machi is trying to catch up to Yuki.
Yeah.
We'll find out that later. But that's what's happening in the background.
Oh, okay, I didn't see that.
Oh, it's not background.
Wouldn't this be
background.
happening
It's like
during?
it's like she's trying to catch.
Yeah,
Yuki.
Machi's trying to catch up with Yuki at the same time, Momoji and Zoro are walking together through the corridors.
Yeah, it would be like that would be a good way of doing transitions.
Alright, they see a senior crying by a window. He's crying because he has to graduate and won't get to be around Yuki. Hatsuhara tells the senior he should just repeat the year if he's that upset about leaving, and the senior doesn't like that idea one bit.
So so they just graduate and get on with your life. It's just like you don't need your whole life to revolve around this one person. That's like at most not the hottest character I've seen.
Okay.
Like Hatsuharu is probably a hotter character.
Yeah.
I don't want this to like. I'll be surprised if this ends up on r/Sunny Gay. Like, hello, but I'm just being honest. So yeah, Momoji. Oh yeah, it is Momoji. Yeah, I corrected one later down, I think. Because isn't it Momoji or Momoji?
Momoji, I think.
I thought it was Momiji.
I say Momoji, or it could be Momoji.
Because you got Momo, who is his sister, and then Momoji. I think you ended up mixing the name Momo and Momoji together, accidentally.
Oh, okay.
It's fine though. So, but yeah, Momoji's thought about repeating a year to be with his sister, but mostly because if he does, he'll still be at the school at the same time. He should be at the school.
Yeah, Momoji's a sister.
No,
Right.
Momoji is the guy, and Momo is the sister.
Okay. Alright, so Momoji thought about repeating a year as his sister will be attending school in a few years, but by that time Momoji will have graduated. This is why he thought of repeating.
Because he wants to be with his sister for at least a year.
Yeah.
And
Then just
Momo wants to be with Momoji as well. Like, she
but
wants
theirs is a love
him
that
to be the
cannot
brother.
be allowed.
Yeah.
Because, you know, the mum's like, no, she had a memory erased, and the dad's like, nah, you did that to your mother. I don't care if your love for your sister is strictly platonic. You will never love her.
So just before Tora gets to her classroom, the fangirls of of the Yuki fan club run out, carrying all the flowers that Yuki made.
Yeah. And I honestly, I thought, they're wearing bandanas on their heads to hide their appearance, but I thought they were panties, and I was getting some Shimonetta. Yeah, Shimonetta vibes. Remember Shimonetta?
As soon as I read that before this episode, I had that exact thought too.
Yeah. Alright, so Kyo also gets mad his flowers got stolen by fangirls.
I love that. Like, Yuki and Kyo both have fangirls. I wonder where the overlap is of the two.
Yeah. So Kyo also gets his flowers stolen by fangirls, but doesn't realize it until Yoro points it out. This makes Kyo angry, who won't tell the thieves he'll kill them, but to go to hell instead. Which I don't know how that's worse, but okay. Ayu gets angry. Sorry, what?
He's just getting angry. He's definitely a lot less violent at this point.
Yeah.
But yeah, so you also gets angry. You put A instead of U.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, Io gets angry when she realizes that she and the class will have to make more flowers. So everyone else just goes and looks for the thieves. Which, it's obvious who it is. It's the three girls. And also some other girls that stole Kyo's ones. And the only people in the classroom are Toru and Kyo.
Yeah. While doing errands around the school, Yuki runs into Machi, who is out of breath, who just wanted to say hello. No other reason. It's not like she likes him or anything. Baka.
Yeah, that is essentially what she says.
Yeah. So Yuki pets her head and gets slapped in the face with a flower. It's like, here! Now F off!
Wait,
Oh,
is it because he's holding one?
no, Yuki pats her head, and then she slaps him in the head while holding the flower, so it sticks to it.
Oh.
Toru begins talking to Kyo about what he thinks about someone in the Zodiac who had their curse broken, to which Kyo replies, "Don't ask me hypothetical questions about stuff like that." It may be the lighting, but Toru's face goes a bit dark after Kyo's reply. I don't know if you noticed that, but I did. Not in color, but in tone.
It
looks
wasn't
a bit menacing.
obvious, but I mean, yeah, it would sort of make sense for her to have that sort of reaction.
Yeah, Dark Toru, let's go.
Like, even Kyo doesn't know.
Yeah.
Although he's like the absolute outsider that wouldn't know anything about what's going on with the Zodiacs.
Yeah. So Kyo realizes he's upset Toru and gives her a flower to make up for it. Just then, Yuo, Saki, and the rest of the class return, letting Toru and Kyo know that they arrested the culprits and had them make replacement flowers.
And I think Kyo gets embarrassed in this moment of like, he's like doing this whole thing and they come in.
Yeah.
He's like, So yeah, we go back to the main estate and Shigure shows up to give Akito a red rose. And she gets angry.
As we all know. And as we all know, a red rose, you're... Oh no, that's the opposite. I was thinking, you know, The Bachelor, you get a red rose. That means you're a runner-up.
What?
Have you seen The Bachelor and The Bachelorette? They give you a rose,
No.
a red rose. Okay, you're the runner-up. That's probably why Akito gets mad. Runner-up, I should be number one. Back at the Soma house.
No, but we
Toru-
find out with that is basically Akito has forgotten what Shigure did in the past with offering a flower to her.
Yeah. It's back at the Soma house. Toru and Yuki are doing the dishes, and Toru can't help but think about Isuzu, wondering if she should tell her about Kurino's curse breaking. As she... Shit, what's that page? Here we go.
Yeah, you've misspelled curse.
Yeah, I don't know what...
I mean, she is the horse X, and course works too.
Yeah.
But yeah, as Toru realizes she hasn't seen the Zuzu since New Year's party. Hey, remember the editor? The character that shows up every once in a while to be like, get your work done to Shigure?
Yeah.
Well, she's on the phone to her boss right now and is freaking about Shigure not showing up as he usually does. And then right after she ends that call, he shows up. And he's talking to two people who we find out are his parents. And to be honest, those parents don't look that old. Like, they look like maybe, like 40s, 50s. sort of territory.
Yeah, might be good genes.
Mm. Good zodiac genes.
Yeah.
But yeah, so Shiro mentions to his editor, it's like, of all the restaurants you could have chosen, you chose the one that Akito comes to.
Yeah. Oh, that he's like, I'm not happy.
Yeah, but yeah, so like they leave and Akito sees them leave.
Kito's not happy.
And so yeah,
So later,
Kirino's on the phone and telling him he shouldn't have left the party, and asks Shigure if he knew he was like if Shigure knew Kirino was free from his curse. And
Shigure. You say Shigure. That's for the capital H.
Yeah.
Shigure tells him he had a hunch, but feels better now that they know the truth.
That he
Shigure
knows the
says
truth.
that he knows
he's
the
like
truth, though.
the only people that
Shigure.
know so far that Kurino's curse is broken is Akito, Toru, and Shigure, and probably some of the staff.
Yeah.
Especially
So
that
Shigure
one
says-
housemaid.
The old hag.
Mm-hmm.
We'll get to her later.
Yeah. When we get to my half of the episodes.
Yeah.
So yeah, Shigure says this is why Akito keeps Kurino close. Because she'd be saddeningly desperate if the others found out and attempted to break their own curses. And
We're also finding out that even though Karino is by her side, she always wanted it to be Shigure instead
Yeah.
of Sugary.
Shigure, give me some of that sugar, eh?
Yeah, baby, give me some of that Sugary.
Gotta do some push-ups. That's a reference. If you've seen the very first episode, you were covering this, like, basically from the beginning of covering Fruits Basket, both versions, if you've watched it. Like, if you watched our episodes covering them.
Yeah.
Do you remember that joke?
Oh, so long ago.
You gotta do those push-ups.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah. There we go.
Alright, so back at the Soma estate, Akito has finally returned, and Shigure is waiting for her. Long story short, the two get into an argument and have sex. Enough said.
Are you sure it was Shigure?
Enough. Oh, no, I might have misspelled that. Was it?
Are we sure it wasn't Kurino?
I'm pretty sure. I don't know. You want me to check?
You go ahead and check. Just as long as you don't include any sounds while you search.
I'll go check.
But yeah,
you keep
our last scene of the episode is Toru looking for Azuzu by herself, but can't find her anywhere. She's not at
She
the
sees
hospital.
she sees two school students, and they're like, I thought one of them's like, I thought she got expelled. They're like, and the other one's like, nah, she graduated. She got her stuff sent to her.
Who's this character that you're talking about?
There were two random girls outside the school when Tora was looking for Horse Girl.
And they're thinking she's talking about an actual student.
Yeah.
Unless Izuzu did go to that school and has graduated.
Yeah, I think she did go to it.
Ah. Interesting little
Certainly
tidbit.
didn't go she certainly didn't go to Orion High School host club.
Oh my gosh.
Alright, so that brings us to the end of episode 2.
And episode 3 starts
Yeah.
with Marchie looking at a box of chalk. And she's annoyed because it reminds her of snow and how undisturbed it is. Perfect. And she throws a hissy fit and knocks the chalk onto the floor.
Yeah, and I'm gonna be honest with you. I thought that box when I first saw it, I thought it was a box of tampons. And because that's why Machi had that look on her face of horror.
All I can just picture now is the end of what happens at the end of the episode with Yuki reaching into the box. Because of what you just said.
What? Oh, yeah.
It
was Sugar Ray. Yes, it was.
It was Sugar Ray. Whoa!
It was Sugar Ray that made the birds and the bees with Akito.
Well, if you think about it, you got God and then dog. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get it.
Dogs backwards for is God.
Yeah. Alright, so we see Shorty looking out the window, gazing out into the world, and contemplating what he'll do after graduation, even though he's not graduating.
Yeah, he's got like a whole other year to go. Sorry.
So the Union name Slayer enters the room, and Shorty gets mad at her for being late. But she says it's because another senior confessed their love to her, and she had to turn him down.
Are you talking about Miki? Oh, Kimmy, that's right. Kimmy.
Yeah, Kimmy.
I had it the wrong way around. But yeah. So yeah, she asked Yuki if he's had trouble with women lately. And possibly referring to Michan? What? Michan? Yeah. Why?
Because she ran out of the class. And so they're sus. They're like, okay, what's going on?
I don't remember that.
Oh no, I was just... Because I just put that down there because I was like... As I was watching the episodes, I was putting my own theories together. Yuki tells her that...
Michan is way too old for Yuki.
Is it Michan, or am I getting the name wrong?
I think you mean Toru, right? Or Machi.
No. Machi, that's it. Machi, not Michan. Sorry.
How do you get Michan from Machi?
Well, it was late when I was writing these. My synapses were firing inappropriately.
This is what happens if you don't do copy and paste.
Oh, I forgot.
Just like you forgot your USB down in Sydney.
Yeah, I know. Alright.
I'm sorry, I had to make mention of that.
Yeah, the shocker. So Michan should be Machi.
Yes.
Yuki tells her that all he can do is hunt. All he can do is hurt them.
Hunt them?
Replies, he can hunt them down.
Hold on.
You're not leaving me, Toru. So
hold on.
All he can do is hurt them, to which Shorty replies, your guilt sounds comically appropriate to me.
Give me a moment.
Shorty, yeah.
Just hunt them. Just hunt them down. It's like, I'm gonna get you. I'm sorry, I couldn't resist. You there?
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry, I couldn't resist. Where were we?
God, where were we? Yuki tells her that all he can do is hurt them, to which Shorty replies, "Your guilt sounds comically appropriate to me." Shorty then gets mad at Yuki's student rival for calling him Shorty again and goes on a rant. Do Shorties have no right to live? Are you implying height is what makes a person attractive? No, the other guy. The guy that came up with Union. Manabe, yeah. So,
it's not a student rival, is he?
Yeah, he's a student rival to
Machi?
Not to Machi. So Kimi tells Shorty that looks and height don't make a person attractive. It's their bank account, which doesn't help Shorty, as he and his family are a bunch of commoners.
But it's a triple roast on Shorty there. I don't know what that was, like, that reaction was. That was a terrible reaction, wasn't it?
Yeah. So, two of Machi's class students enter the room and tell Yuki what happened in the opening of the episode. They also tell him that there's a rumor going around that she was kicked out of her house for trying to kill her brother. Machi enters the room.
This is Machi.
Yeah.
Okay.
Machi then enters the room and overhears her being talked about, then runs away. And we get a flashback of what happened with her brother. Though the context of the scene is not clear, Yuki's school rival tells him that Machi's brother is his half-brother and sent to be the successor of the family, which causes Machi to be jealous and try to kill him. He heard that from his parents though, so he's not sure if it's real or not.
You wrote parentals there for some reason. I corrected it to parents.
I like the term parentals, it sounds French. The parentals. We.
It's just like that. Oh my gosh. So yeah, so Machi potentially tried to kill her brother. Let's add potential child murder to the list, huh? Yeah, he then suggests that they visit her and show up to her new home unannounced, making Machi feel embarrassed. It's just like, oh no. I love when Manabe just hands like her the bra, hands Yuki the bra, and he like holds it by the end and it unfolds. Like, don't both Yuki and Manabe get slapped though? Not just Manabe.
When
they're at Machi's house or home.
I'm pretty sure it was just Yuki.
You should no. Don't you mean Manabe?
Manabe, sorry.
Yeah.
It was Yuki getting slapped and Manabe being slapped.
Because you're not saying that Manabe's the other one that got slapped. But yeah, so let's just move on from that. Talk about what happened with Machi's baby brother. She wasn't trying to kill the brother. She was trying to keep him warm. And the parents misunderstood it as trying to like smother the baby rather than swaddle the baby.
which lets you know that this child will probably be smarter than his parents.
Yeah, let's hope that's the case.
Yeah.
But yeah, we also learn from Machi's mum that she expected nothing but perfection. And Machi was so put under pressure to be perfect, that she just snapped.
And because of her perfection, she became antisocial. And her mother's like, how is that my fault? And it's like, Mom, you said, what'd you say? Nothing, damn right, it's your fault.
Mm.
And it's like, pray tell what they're going to do to this kid.
But yeah, Machi ends up crying. Yuki gives her like a hug, like just comforts her. Can't really hug her, can't you? And Yuki says that they can make footprints in the snow when it comes to winter. And Manabe's listening in and he falls over and it's just like... just absolutely ruins the kiss that was about to happen between the two.
And she's not happy.
With Manabe. So yeah, we go back to the school and there's another council meeting. There's a lot of council meetings happening, apparently. Yeah. And Machi's horrified at the sight of a new box of chalk.
Yes, but when Yuki gets one, accidentally breaks it and continues using it, Machi calms down.
No, it wasn't accidental. He meant to break it. He purposely broke that piece of chalk.
Okay, because I was going to throw in a period joke in there, you know? Accidents happen.
No, it was on purpose. This is the one time Yuki does something on purpose.
Or maybe
calm down.
Or maybe like she sees it. Oh no, tampons again. Oh wait, they're crayons. Oh wait, they're chalk. Thank God.
No.
I'm good to flow. Like Max said in Life is Strange, I'm good to flow. Okay, so Tora and
Thanks
Kyo
for traumatizing me, Bailey. Thank you.
What?
Thanks for traumatizing me.
Thanks for traumatizing me with Ruby. Tora and Kyo are helping set up the graduation ceremony while Saki and Yuo lays about. Kyo gets angry at the two and slips on the ladder he's on and almost lands on Toru, but Yuki saves her, not Kyo, who falls and gets angry at Yuki for not helping him.
Well,
I like that.
He's the idiot in the first place.
And the ladder's falling over, and Yuki just gets Toru while he's holding a ladder. Are you okay? And Kyo's like, shit! Falls.
Well, it's better than having him transform right in the middle of the room.
Yeah.
So, in a way, him saving Toru does save him.
Yeah. I don't know why, but it reminds me of this scene in Family Guy where it's Christmas and Lois opens up this present Peter got her, and it's an old style Galaga machine.
Yeah.
And she's like, "Oh, thank you, Peter." Peter pushes her out the window, like, "Move!" And then just starts playing it.
Yeah.
I don't know why that reminded me of that.
So where were we? Oh yeah, Stalker Girl. It's
There's someone walking behind you.
Is that Machi that you're talking about?
Yeah, Machi's the stalker.
So
right? No, it's the leader. The leader is the stalker girl.
Her name does start with an M, so it does get confusing. Makoto? Or
Might have been
Motoko?
Matoko.
We know the name starts with M.
Yeah.
But yeah, she's waiting to talk to Yuki, and she tells him about her feelings, and how she's glad to have met him. And Yuki makes a joke about the former president Takai liking her. It's like, not the type of joke you would want to make, Yuki. Really. But yeah, afterwards, after that scene, Stalker Girl and her minions are watching Yuki leave the school and run after him, slow-mo jumping in the air, and...
Because you know, when stuff like that happens, there's always fan service, and it's like, oh no, there's something there. Good on them.
They did go to High School of the Dead route.
Yeah.
If you remember in the opening, you actually get a good old panty shot.
Yeah, and you get a slap shot as well across the cheek.
What?
I did not remember, and it's like zombies everywhere, and she's like, what are you talking about? And the guy slaps her in the face.
No,
So
I'm talking about the
slaps on the
opening
cheek.
of High School of the Dead.
Ah, okay, I was talking about episode 1.
But yeah, I get what you mean, yeah. I mean, that show did have a character with a full set.
Yeah.
With sounds to accompany it. Boom, 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 boom. Anyway, so there's a rather short speech for the graduation. Then after that, Shorty finds Stalker Girl and tells her he hopes she keeps smiling after graduation because he likes her.
And she thanks him for that.
And
So
she's
Hero's
actually
mother
a
has-
nice person. She can be a nice person.
Yeah, when she isn't obsessing over anyone.
I think it is Motoko, actually.
It's okay.
I'm not 100% certain, but it sounds like the most likely name for the character. But that's the last we actually see of her. She is just not in the show anymore from now on. So at least we figured out what her name was again.
Yeah, thank God for that.
Because now we don't need to remember it at all. So we found...
Hero's mother. Sorry, what?
I was about to continue that same point.
Okay, so Hero's mother has given birth to a baby who she names Hinata. Clearly a Naruto fan.
Are we
And
sure
asked
she's a
Hero-
Naruto fan?
Oh, you never know, but that's the name of the girl that likes Naruto, Hinata. And asks Hero if he wants to hug her. Hero can't because he's a Zodiac, but his mother tells him she'll hug him and Hinata together. At the Soma house, Kagura is waiting to give Isuzu her graduation papers and album. We find out that Isuzu graduated when she was in the hospital. Kagura wanted to give Isuzu her graduation paper and album, but doesn't know what hospital she's at.
Because for some reason she's not at the Soma hospital.
Which is strange.
Yes.
The last scene is of someone leaving a house with a pair of scissors. We then see strands of hair fall to the ground
we know
around
what
this
hair.
person.
We know.
We don't
whose
properly see it, but you know, due to the subtext of the previous scene, it's implied.
hair. It's pretty clear who it is,
Yeah.
but at the same time, it's not obvious. Let's move on to
Alright,
episode
that's the
4.
end. Yeah, well, we're on episode 4. Alright, you start. I just need 20 seconds. I'm gonna make a copy. Just keep going. I'm
Okay.
listening.
So this episode opens with Akira and Kurina in a room. And Akira has a box that has father in it. Father being in mega quotation marks for this episode. And some people are wondering, like, a lot of the characters are now wondering where Isuzu is. And Hiro and Kisa meet up and walk together and talk about Rin and where she might be. Like, Hiro tells Kisa she wants to be a good big brother to Hinata and become someone who can protect her.
Damn right.
Just as he's about to apologize to Kisa for what he did in the past, he bumps into Haru, who is also looking for Isuzu. And Hiro and Haru begin talking about... Hiro tells Haru that Aikido pushed... Like, Hiro tells Haru about what happened in season 2 and how she ended up in the hospital in the first place. Although it technically happened in the timeline, like within the space of season 1, actually.
And is it just me, or did Hiro and Kisa, did they age more?
Yeah, they have aged. It's been at least...
Because I was so confused when I saw that.
It's been at least a year. Like,
I was like, wait a minute, what the hell's going on? Did I miss an episode or a season?
We know it's been at least 15 seasons because it starts in September, right? Like,
yeah, because I had to do a double back because I was like, they're so taller now. I was like, what? And I looked back and I was like, oh, okay, yeah. No, they're fine.
I think, yeah, it starts in mid-September.
Yeah.
Because the first episode of this version confirms it.
Yeah. Because I was confused. I didn't know what was, sometimes when anime, like, because you got Goten in Dragon Ball Super, he's shorter than Trunks. When in Dragon Ball Z, he and Trunks are the same height.
Yeah.
So I was like thinking, okay, was a mistake made or something?
No, Fruits Basket gets its timeline right.
Alright, that's good.
Except for the part where it's confused on if it wants to be 1999 or 2011.
Yeah.
Or, if you really want to be weird, both. But yeah, so... like... Hiro tells what happened between Aikido and Isuzu to Haru about the push off the balcony and how she hit her head on the rock, which originally happened in season... Technically, it happens in season 1, but we find out about it in season 2, and Haru's only just now finding out about it in season 3. So that one plot point has technically happened in all seasons. If that makes sense.
Kind of.
Because if you remember at the end of season 1, our first introduction to Rin is in the hospital. Meaning the incident had to happen during season 1.
Ah, I get you now.
Yeah. So, like, he also tells Haru that Rin's been trying to figure out a way to break the curse. Like, and that's why she broke up with Haru. And he also apologizes to Kisa, but for not being able to stop Aikido from hitting her. Oh yeah, that's right. That happened in season 2, didn't it? Where Kisa got hit by Aikido. Right?
Yeah.
So not only is Aikido a woman beater, she's also person that goes around punching kids or slapping kids.
Yeah, just like
We
no, but Akito doesn't slap children. She slaps her toys.
Which toys are those?
Yeah.
So yeah, Kira also apologizes, even though she doesn't need to apologize, and both of them just start crying. So we move over to Kurino, who's following a woman up a hill to a little house. When he enters, he sees something that shocks him. Wait, what? That's something
Yeah,
that...
so Kirino, he's following this woman up, and the woman's like, because we know who's in that little house.
Who? Oh,
It's
oh
Suzu.
yeah. Well, we don't know that yet. I completely forgot about that point. Yeah.
So Haru shows up at the summer estate to confront Akito about what she did to Rin and calls an old woman a hag who tries to scold him for barging in. And this
Well,
is where the shit
yeah.
this is where the shit gets good. This is where the shit gets good.
Hey,
So Haru and Akito.
Settle down on the swears there, though.
Alright, this is where the shiitake mushrooms gets good. So Haru and Akito get into a fight. Kurinu shows up telling Haru that Hattori...
It's more
son-
like Haru threatening to punch Akito in the face.
Yeah.
Not really a
And
fight.
so, so Haru snaps and at Akito a few seconds later, almost punching her in her smug little face.
Yeah.
And that punch was it's so strong it broke the wooden beam beside Akito's head, shocking her because you never see this. I don't think that ever happened to her before, right?
Yeah, she's never seen such anger directed at her before.
Yeah, and so it's like, and then Haru's just like, F this noise, I'm out, and walks off like a boss, despite Akito telling him to stop. And I believe, with the curse, because as he's leaving, we see this like Teba.
Yeah, it's the Shimon, whatever it was called. I know that back in it was first introduced in season 2. What was it called? It was like episode 8 or 9. Or was it? Where is it? Yeah, the Shimenawa. That's what they're called.
Yeah.
Just getting back to the notes.
Alright, so after that, so where were we? Before he leaves, Kurino tells Haru that the first word Izuzu spoke when he found her was Haru's name.
Yeah,
And
because
so then after
Kurino has found Izuzu, and
Yeah.
That's what shocked him so much because of what's happened. I think also his shock was knowing what house it was. Because Kurino does end up telling Haru where Izuzu was kept, and he says the cat's place.
Yeah.
So yeah, Akito goes off about how people are betraying her, but
You know,
who
who
cares?
gives a shit?
Hey.
So who gives a shiitake mushroom? Fujikawa, that noise. So Izuzu is lying in a bed in a room, then gets up and leaves out the window, just as Hattori enters to check on her. The old hag scolds Kurino, saying he and the other Zodiac should live and die for Akito.
Yeah.
So we find out in the flashback what happened to Isuzu.
Her
So
hair got
Ren
cut off.
catches, so Ren catches Isuzu. This was at the end of episode 1,
Yeah.
sneaking in the Soma state, and Isuzu asks her if she knows how to break the curse. Ren says she'll tell her if she does her a favor first, and that is to get a box that has her
Has her
husband in
husband.
it, like
Yeah.
like ashes, and so Isuzu
she
tries
finds
to get it.
She finds it, but it
Gets caught by Aikido. And if I've learned anything about this, if there's one thing I've learned in life, it's girls with daddy issues are the worst
Yeah.
and the best.
And Aikido is apparently
Cobra Kai.
at least decent with haircuts. Because
Yeah.
what we see afterwards, it doesn't look that bad.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Do you know who I'd love to give me a haircut?
Who?
Edward Scissorhands.
Of course. Just be careful he doesn't cut your neck.
Yeah. Mate, he's a professional. If he can cut ice sculptures, he can cut hair. No, either him or Vazohan.
So yeah, Isuzu gets an ultimatum, and it's like, go into exile, or Haru loses eyesight. And like, we then cut to Isuzu wandering the streets in a hospital gown, just wandering the streets and passing out. Of all places she passes out is exactly where, like, the last time Isuzu sort of fell over.
Yeah.
Which is coincidence defined, isn't it?
Yeah. Coincidence or fate?
But it's an interesting contrast of like then and now for them.
Yeah.
Because like back then, like Haru was not strong enough to even help her, and he ran off to get help. This time round, he's able to pick her up and put her over her shoulder, like fireman's carry style, and walk with her. Also, I'm pretty sure she's still got her butt hanging out, and there's 2 kids following them.
Yeah, and that's what the kids are looking at. Not like this big man carrying a woman, they're just looking at this girl's butt. Hi.
One's getting at least a
Why is
that
there
type
a
of
full
view.
moon when the sun is out?
I think they're more just interested in if the 2 of them will kiss, though, because I think they start cheering.
I don't think they start hearing.
Or like they're sort of like happy.
Yeah.
But yeah, like she just sees like what happened. Like it's the chance of it being the exact same spot where they sort of like first met, even. But yeah, the episode does end with the 2 of them kissing.
Yeah. And he'll carry her for as long as he can. Just like Toro is carrying everyone else in this show.
And the show itself.
Yeah. Like Charlie Sheen carried 2.5 men. But then once he was gone, it was like the ratings started to drop.
Should we leave episode 5 till next time?
If you want.
Because we're basically at an hour at this point.
Yeah. Because it's in this one where Momoji Oso, spoiler alert, has a different appearance. He looks older.
Yeah.
He's had a massive growth spurt, and I'm like, wait, what?
Also, I think episode 6 is where a big change happens. Especially in the outro. Like you know how like they have the pitch, like there's the picture of the hat and the zodiac stones.
Yeah.
Did you notice there was a change after what happens in one of the episodes?
Yeah, and the chain starts to change.
No. Like does the whole outro change after a while?
I think so.
I don't really watch outros, but the beginning part of the outro with the photo is what I'm talking about. Anyways, we're getting into spoiler territory since we're editing it here. Links will be in the description to both of my channels and also Bailey's channels. Do you want to say what they are?
Do I want to what?
Do you want to say what they are?
Oh yeah, Total Gamer Junkie, and my other one I'm still fixing that one up because I gotta upload some videos. I gotta remember my password because I forgot what it was.
Really?
Yeah.
Of course you would forget that.
I haven't been on it in so long.
Are you sure about that? Just like the John Cena meme. Are you sure about that? Anyways, but yeah, links will be to all those in the description. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you know next video comes out. A ding, 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 a ding.
Dong, dong, dong.
And the Mad Scientist out.